下一个，
The last
最后一个。
question.
Well, thank you for the brilliant speech today. It really inspired me as a young entrepreneur. And my question is, right now I got this idea inside my mind, and I think this idea is dope, and the timing is perfect in this very moment in this country. However, right now I have a little bit of skill that I learned from this school and by myself, but it's not enough. But I have a little bit of found that I collect by my partners, but it's not enough. And as a student, I found that the method and the resource is really limited for my idea to transform into this reality. So I would like to hear about your advice. And actually, I would be appreciate there's two aspects of the answer. The first one is as a big brother, the young passionate fellows come up with this idea. What will you give them as an advice? And the second one is as a businessman, as an operator for the company. How would you suggest a potential business partner as a wild project in front of you?
OK，
我简单说一下那个同学问题。同学说很受到那个 Horace 的鼓舞这样子，然后他觉得他有很多充满创造力的想法，可是他现在觉得说，他身为一个年轻的又是学生的创业者，他觉得他受到很多资源上的局限，所以他非常欣赏那 Horace 愿意给他一些 advice， 在他现在这个样子的一个位置，就是充满了热情的 young entrepreneur， 可是问题是 limited resources。那第二个是希望他从一个 businessman 的角度来看待，说你怎么看待？如果从 business 角度怎么看到一个 great idea 这样很大的、很棒的想法？大概是这两个问题。
I'll answer that in two aspects. 第一是很多人呢以为呢，他可以是下一个 Mark Zuckerberg， 他可以是下一个Larry Page， 下一个 Bill Gates。The reality is that for every one person that succeeded, there was probably an overwhelming amount of people that did not succeed. And it's just like 如果你要做歌星，singer. Doesn't matter how good you are in KTV in singing. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. But I can tell you there's a guarantee path. The guarantee path is don't be anxious, don't be desperate. The best learning you can have as a young person walking into a world is go learn from others. Go join a company. Go learn. Go study. Open-minded. Ask questions. Be part of a team. Not be a team of one, but a team of many. A big corporation. Learn from that. Take steps. I was at Microsoft 10 years. I learned a lot, both how to fail and how to succeed. Yes, the credit wasn't mine. The credit was the company's. But that's okay. I got more out of it than they did. I didn't get more money out of it. I got knowledge. I got experiences. I got stories. Much more important than money. Go join a company. Learn that. And then, as a businessman, I'll tell you that, that's as a brother, as a big brother, thinking about, how to go down the journey. And as a businessman, I will tell you that, as you go into a company, you have your job responsibility to deliver something that you promised the customer, the company. But you also can leverage the company resource to convince your manager and your team that something else can be also the solution. But don't do that on the company time. Do that on the extra time because it's more meaningful. You first have to deliver the basic. Then after you deliver the basic, I used to work, when I was young, I slept only 3 hours a day. 每一天3个小时我就够了。现在有点老了，所以要5到6个小时，如果不是就没办法。有时候我还是3、4个小时，但是会比较累了。好像昨天我睡了4个小时。But you can tell as some of you were falling asleep in the room. I saw some people falling asleep. I won't point finger. I won't point finger who was falling asleep. But I saw people falling asleep. It's not even 9 o'clock. Why are you falling asleep? I just got started. I'm going back to Taipei for a meeting at 10 o'clock. I was trying to get another meeting at 11 o'clock set up. But 这个是因为我有 partner 从英国飞过来跟我合作 right? Do the extra credit because the extra credit is the most meaningful both for you and for the company that you're working for. Stay later. Stay at night. Use the company tools and resources to do it. That's the best tool you got, right? But in the daytime, deliver because at the end of the day, a salary, a paycheck, is a trade. A trade for a commitment that says, for this amount of money, I will put in X amount of hours and I deliver to you X amount of things. And for that, the boss says, I will give you X amount of money. It's an equal trading opportunity. And that trade is what you committed to as an employee. So that's a basic minimum that you have to do. But at night, you can do extra credit. And the extra credit will earn you a lot of respect when it works. And it will also earn you a lot of respect when it fails. Remember that. That is really important. Focus on extra credit. Students, guys know all what extra credit means. Do extra credit. Don't do the basic. The people that stand out different is the guy that raised the hand really quick. Is the guy that does the extra credit. When I go look at little kids playing soccer, the little kid that gets my attention is not the kid that scores the goal all the time. It's the kid that falls down and picks himself up and do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again, and do it again, and do it again. That endurance is what gets the manager and the boss to notice that you are putting the extra credit in, and that's why you are different. And you will be given those opportunities. 很多人呢会说，这样我妈妈给我蛮多lessons I learned when I was growing up. 有一个对我来说很深的一句话，他说 ，Normal people always wait for opportunities to come by， 都在等机会。聪明的人呢会创造机会出来，会 create those opportunities。笨的人呢，机会跑过去他都不知道了，都没感觉。机会就直接过去，他说啊，为什么 ？So be the smart one, be on alert, create those opportunities. That's extra credit. Okay?
因为时间的关系，所以我们不得不结束在这边。可是我最后按照惯例 very short, in a very short minute, can you give me a very important word for your whole student? 最重要的一句话送给在场所有的学生的，你的人生经验里面。
几个东西啦 as you guys know, I actually I'll share two things. One is, it's interesting. Maybe I grew up in a different time. I notice when I'm talking, a lot of 学生在滑手机. It's a bad habit. I'm one of the innovators that created, I can't say I'm the only one, but I'm one of the innovators that created the handset. And I'm saddened sometimes by the fact that I sit down in a cafe and 看到一个男朋友跟一个女朋友讲话的 and then they just use a satellite to communicate through line, and that's what they do, right? They sit there for like 45 minutes, an hour, not talking once to each other. You know how I made Gogoro happen? What was the key ingredient to make Gogoro happen? Anybody can guess? If it's one word, what made Gogoro happen? Who said that? Good. Communication. It is the exact word I was going to say. Communication. The fact that the vehicle works so well with the technology part of it, that works so well with the energy part of it, that works so well with the motor part of it, that works so well with the mechanical part of it, that works so well with the design part of it, has one fundamental string through the entire thing. Communication. 如果你来我办公室，你会看到每一个会议室都是透明的玻璃，是很惨的。有时候人家会走进去，嘣，撞玻璃。But the good part is you can see everybody in the room. 我们没有1个小时的这个会的 ，we have 15-minute, 10-minute meeting. 他们常常会看到我从一个地方跑到另外一个地方，跟你说，哎，为什么你没有跟他深考？啊，你们两个要 talk， 不 talk， 我下1个小时来找你，为什么没 talk？ Communication. The worst thing is you do your thing and she does her thing and then he does his thing and later on, you know, that's why some laptops are so thick. I do keyboard, get away. I make keyboards. Or I do computer, you know, they got PCB. So walk away, please, don't bother me. You know, when you have your keyboard module done, give me the keyboard module, I put it in. Right? That's why you have something so ugly and big. But the elegant ones, the why the solution was elegant is because of communication. Everything has to do with communication. How do you talk to somebody? How do you convince them? How do you share your ideas? How do you make trade-offs together? Nothing is perfect. You have to make trade-offs. Communication. 第二个 very key point I want to leave with you is be happy. Be happy. And people around you will be happy. Be happy. You know? 我不是说要假装 happy, 是真的要 happy 哦。You have to be very, very content with what you have. You know? Be content. Say, you know, I have the greatest, just be alive is exciting. Then you can do things to make it even more exciting if you're happy. But if you're sad, what happens? It goes down. Downward spiral. Don't get yourself in a downward spiral. You have a whole life ahead of you. You know, 我认识太多台湾的年轻人的时候，我觉得为什么你不开心？ When I was your age, I was so happy. I was so excited. Kids today sometimes complain to me, why am I working until 8 o'clock at night? I worked until 8 in the morning when I was 20-something. Not because I had to, because I wanted to. Because it was my glorious time. I believe that I have energy like Superman and I can do anything I want. Be happy. And when you're happy, happiness gives you beauty, it gives you good skin, it gives you good energy, it gives you good friends. Happy. That's the notes I will leave you. Be happy. And everything will be okay if you're happy. And as a nation, as a community, as a university, be happy. And then happy people build happy products. And wouldn't it be great if we all had happy products around us? Thank you.